In this video, let's look into calling a Copilot Studio agent in a new workflow in Copilot Studio. Now, Copilot Studio has got a new interface for workflow. Now, you have an ability to create a new agent flow or a new workflow. Now, let me give you a basic introduction about the new workflow. Now, new workflows are a new agentic way to build automation in Microsoft Copilot Studio. Now, agent flows and workflows basically automate repetitive tasks and integrate apps and services. Now, uh, as a concept of a workflow, the workflow has a trigger and an action. So, trigger is an event that starts the workflow, and action is basically an activity or a task that basically the workflow performs. Now, as you know, like this workflow operates under the Copilot Studio ecosystem, so it consumes the Copilot Studio capacity. Workflows are deterministic. Now, as you see over here in the screen, which I just showed you, now I have this new interface, and then from here, I'm just calling an agent. Now, the agent is already built using in Copilot Studio. All right, so what can you do with that? So call Copilot Studio agent in a new workflow. So the agent node allows a workflow to hand a step over to agent for specific purposes, be it a reasoning, calling some tools, extracting it from a knowledge source, and basically returning the result. So you offload the work to an agent does the work, and it returns back the result. Now, we have an ability to use an existing Copilot Studio agent, or you can create a new agent on the fly. Now, there are other feature set which gets enabled depending on which method you use. Now you have an ability to turn on work IQ. So with work IQ, you get the context of the running user's work activities, like the Teams, calendars, mail, SharePoint context, OneDrive. You get all this context from the logged in user's context. Now, output type. What are the output type which you get out of it? Like the agent will return the output in a text, structured output, or you can also define a custom structured output and get the result back into the system. All right, so quickly, let's look into the demo over here. Now, this is the simple agent workflow we are going to build. Okay, so, so on the left hand side over here, I'll click on workflow. So I'll just discard this and I'll click on workflow over here. And then from here, I have an option, new workflow, classic workflow. I'll click on new workflow. And then this workflow will have its own trigger. So as you see over here, there is a trigger. I have an option to pick up manual, recurrence, connector, HTTP request is received. But I'm not going to do anything fancy over here. Now you get two option over here, agent and M365 Copilot. Now the difference between this is purely Microsoft 365 Copilot agent, like the agent which you build using the agent builder or the Copilot Studio Lite. This agent is limited. It is done by a power user, so it get a limited functionality. So you can build M365 Copilot. Now, as you see over here, I'll just show you in the screen. Now here, this interface m365.cloud.microsoft. So you can create any agent from here, and then that agent can be called from this interface if you select M365 Copilot. Now, the agent which you see over here is specifically the Copilot Studio agent. Now in Copilot Studio agent, like this is one of the agent which I can see over here, World News agent or Brussels City agent. So I've got so many agents created. Now I can call this in if I select this block. Now this is the demonstration. So I'm going to show you uh, by dragging an agent. So you can call one agent, you can call multiple agent. Now remember, if your agent is already built in, like over here, I've got so many agents built, I can call one of the agent. Or while building a workflow, if your agent is not available, you have an option to create an agent. So you select this option, new agent for this workflow. You set up a connection. If you want to change the connection, you can click on create new connection, and you can select the large language model. Now by default, Claude Sonnet is selected. You have an option to pick up any other model of GPT or GPT chat, reasoning, and different version like 5, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5 as of today. Uh, Now you can provide the instructions like what this agent should accomplish. And if you see over here, that is Microsoft IQ. So you can bring in the work context, business data, and app signals to improve answers and action. So I click on plus, and then I can bring in work IQ, I can bring foundry IQ. Now, I'm not going to go into this depth because our demonstration is very simple. We are just calling a simple Copilot Studio agent. You have an ability to call the tools as well. So you can connect the newly created agent to a tool. So you can connect it with the featured tools, the MCP servers, which are available over here. So there's so many MCP servers, which you can see, and then connectors. So there are so many connectors which you can leverage. Then you can turn on the web search for this agent. So what we are doing over here is, like, if you do not have an agent available for to use, you can create your own agent very quickly in the workflow itself. So the context should be the workflow. All right, what if I have already an agent available? So as you see over here, I've got so many agents that are available over here. So maybe I'll pick up one of the agents. So let me pick up world news agent, and then I need to specify, like, what are we expecting from this. So I can say, maybe I want a news. Okay, so I'll say get news for a country. Now that country I will pass on as a dynamic parameter. So while running this flow, now I'm just assuming that, okay, I'll just manually trigger it, but then you can automate this particular flow. Like, if anything changes in the dataverse, or if you receive an email in the shared mailbox or a mailbox, then run this workflow. But in this example, I will just use a manual trigger, and here I will specify the text, and here I will say country, and here in the agent I will say get news for, I put slash and then select the country, or I can use the dynamic content directly and specify it. So get news for country. This information will be passed on to the agent. All right. Now, if you want to further process this information, you get the news display, display to the user, or send it to some database, or maybe you can note that output from the agent. But in this example, I will just use a simple connector. I'll use a compose action, and in the compose action I will just fetch the value. So let me first switch to vertical layout, switch to horizontal layout, and I will just fit to view. Now I have an option to further structure it, so I can structure this workflow in the new workflow interface. Now in the compose, I will say I want to get the value from this agent. So if the agent processes it, I want it to be stored somewhere. So here, if I click on dynamic content, the agent will return a result, status, a conversation ID. So let me pick up the result over here. Now I'll just duplicate this, and I'll further duplicate this. Okay, so I've got three compose action over here. So first one is a result. So I'll just type it as a result. This one, I don't want result. I want it to be a status. So I want to see what is the status of that particular output. And this one, I don't want result. I'll go over here and pick up conversation ID. All right, so let me structure this again. This is how I switch to vertical layout, and this is like the horizontal layout. Okay, so this is my simple flow just for demonstration. Now I need to name this flow, so I'll just call it as call Copilot Studio agent. Click on save, and then publish. So once this agent is published, I will be able to see the response back. Now, once I run this, it will ask me for parameter. Now, remember the agent which we have created over here, it only retrieves news from USA, Australia, and Canada. So I'll just run this, and then it will ask for news. So I'll just type in USA and run it, and then the workflow will start running. Now, maybe in the start, it may not run correctly, but if it runs correctly, then you will get a proper output. Now, as you see over here, it has run correctly. It has gone into start, It is currently running. It has taken 9 seconds. It is sent it to agent. Agent is still processing, and all the output you can see over here. For the start, you get a body. You have passed in the input as USA, and now it has gone to agent. Now, sometimes there might be a delay or a lag, like because it goes to the agent, agent processes the information, and then sometimes the agent may be able to provide or not able to provide the response. So it took 33.91 second. And if you see, status is completed. This is the conversation ID from the output of the agent, and here are the top three news from USA. So this is what I got, and I got a like a citations as well. So I have captured all this thing in the different compose actions. So if I go into the status, you will see the output as completed. If you go to conversation ID, you see the status as output as some geo ID, and a result is the list of this. Now, if you want to see the output properly, just expand this, and then in a bigger screen, you will be able to see the value in the text format. So what we have done, simply just created a simple workflow, called the Copilot Studio agent, which I have already created, and extracted the value. Now you can pass on this information to the other processing modules within your workflow, and then you can extend your business case as per your need. So that's it, folks. This is all about calling a Copilot Studio agent in the new workflow. Thanks for watching.